Yu-Gi-Oh! Mint.com is now TradingCardMint.com. Please check out their selection of over 20,000 cards with prices cheaper than TCG Player.
Alright, what is up YouTube? I'm Cordy here. We're going to be doing some post-ban list discussion for fun little decks that you'll be able to kind of try this block for some other interesting stuff. So this is Test Pilot 1 for new Discard Turbo. Not playing Jammy Congo. We do miss you, Jammy Congo. And yeah, so we're going to be testing out both versions on the channel, so you guys can look forward to that. But check out our friends at TradingCardMint.com down below in the description. I heard if you enter MCOL40 on checkout, you'll save a little bit of money on your purchase. So
that's a
please,
lie.
No, it's not a lie. It's the truth.
It is the truth.
All right, so with Discard Turbo in the latest banned and restricted list, this card and Mr. Jammy Congo can't be used in the same deck. You got a Jammy?
Oh no, jammies are somewhere.
And jammies are teleported, but
yeah,
basically you use these in combination, or we're trying to use them in combination, but that proved to be too broken, being down to 4 cards. So we have to do this the hard way.
Yeah, because you go to 4 and then 2, and then your opponent can't guard.
Yep, basically 3 unguardable attacks coming in for the turn. So basically, what we're doing with this deck is we're making an attempt to burn the opponent's hand with Crow still.
Yep.
In pretty much the same standard fashion that we did before, but we got a little bit more support for the deck. And also, you know, Protect 2 with this deck is kind of cute. So, we play 4 copies of Kajigiri Congo. Kajigiri Congo says get Protect 2, because we were never playing Protect 1 with this clan. Just kidding. Basically, all that we're doing is we're just going, if we go first, we unride this, force the opponent to discard a card, and we get our imaginary gift. There's nothing too special about this outside of that. Its name does come up a couple of times with the grade 1, but outside of that, it's not really all that needed much. Anything else to mention about this?
No, you had to play it for the grade 1, because like
literally.
you said, that's the only reason it's there. Plus, I mean, that's where you gauge Force 1 or Force 2. Protect 1, Protect 2.
We play 3 copies of Mr. Crow's, still one of the craziest cards that they ever gave to this clan. Yes, the cost is a bit high. No, you won't have a hard time coming up with it. As long as you manage your resources throughout the course of the game, this won't be an issue for you. It does stink if you have to write it, though. Trust me, Austin knows. Having to ride this guy is really big suck. So, but outside of that, I wish I got a gift marker. It'd be nice, but outside of that, you just use this to punish the opponent and put yourself in a situation that's much better off. So, bounce the board, discard 5.
And to be noted on these, they do work with tokens. Tokens are being returned to the hand, and then they're leaving the board.
So, yeah, it's a free bounce.
It's the same ruling as Edge. If you bounce something, it still goes to the hand, but immediately disappears. So that's why it's
just a free board nuke.
Yeah, so it like nukes your opponent's board.
And then we play 1 copy of this, which is the best defense.
Yeah.
In the Jammy build, you played this at more with Jammy for the Adago Lord turn for the rip. But this is just something else that helps you withstand Vanguard swings. Also produces a gift marker. Outside of that, I mean, its other skill's never going to come up ever in its life. But getting a free PG for the sacrifice of 2 units is pretty good, actually. So, anything else to add about this?
That's really good in the token matchup because you can eat the rear guards, then you have a free PG on the Vanguard. So, it's really, really good.
Alright, so one of the best things that this deck actually just got was their defense grade 2. And this card is crazy. So, all this is just a 12k grade 2 with no shield value. But if it's on one of those Protect 2 markers, you do get a buff on this and get to turn these into, what, 17k attackers?
Yeah, they're 17k attackers and they're 10k interceptors, plus you can stack double Protect on them, make them 20k interceptors with being 22 bases. That's why you use it. Like, your matchups are very weird. Obviously, in the Neonectar, you're going to want to go Protect 1 because you need to do your Kujiki Congo. You've got to get your board wipe out. Other matches that, like, the mirror match and stuff like that, like, you know, there's times you're going to need that Protect 2 and, you know, the extra shield. I've tried both Protect 1 and 2 in the Token Rush matchup, and Yeah, it's just...
Protect 1 is
you gotta protect 1. But protect 2 does come up. I didn't realize how good it was until I started using it. I was like, oh, this is a good card.
Also, the fact that these are 12Ks.
Yeah, your defense is a lot better. Their tokens can't smack you for 10. So they don't use Force 1, they use Force 2.
Alright, we play 4 copies of this young lad right here. This standard Counter Blast 1, Soul Blast 1. Do shenanigans, right?
Yep, Counter Blast Soul Blast, draw 1, and then at the end of a battle it attack, you push the soul and you bounce it back to your hand.
Yeah, basically the soul that you paid for him is at least self-replaced so that
This
you
game
can get
has
to the pro.
Very good grade 2 game. Its grade 2 game is very fast-paced and it can go on par. That's why I kind of like this build better, because it has a grade 2 game while netting you advantage still at the same time, so you're not really losing your cards.
Okay. So there's that. And then we play 2 copies of Mr. Grade 2 guy here. So what's this guy do?
Hate this card. When placed, it chooses a unit, gives it 3k. If it's a grade 3 unit, it soul charges 1. Basically, the only reason it's in there is for the soul charge, because you're going to kind of need soul. You do run into problems with it, but I mean, you just have to manage your resources. If you really need this back in your hand for like Stride Fighter, you can soul blast 1 and bounce it back to the hand after it attacks, but that never comes up.
We play 1 copy and make your opponent's unit 11k, which is extremely broken with Fred here.
Yep, that's all he's used for.
Literally. Then we play 1 copy of the bear.
Soul Blasting 1 and making your opponent return a card to the hand and then discarding 1 is still really good. And it's for a Soul Blast, and then if your opponent has 4 or less cards in hand, it gets 5k.
Okay.
It's literally a 1 of. Like, that's it.
Okay, so that wraps up the grade 2 lineup. Grade 1s, we play 4 copies of this young lad. This is just our counter charger.
Yeah, this makes your grade 1 game. Or your grade 2 game. Because you play the grade 2 first, kind of by Soul Blast 1. Usually take down your first damage, and you call this. You have your 3 board units on board, so you discard, draw another. So you basically keep drawing. Then you counter charge, and you can either drop another grade 2, whatever it is, and then you just, after the attack, bounce that back to your hand, and voila, you have it for next turn.
We have 4 copies of the Mist Frog. Mainly, hey, see it this way though. When you don't play this anymore, you get to cut the frog.
Yeah, when you play Jammy, you cut frog. I found that out. And then when you play Discard Turbo with Rin, you go back to playing 4 frog because frog's real good.
Just standard draw when you're force your opponent's.
And it goes into soul.
Yep.
That's all. That's your main reason that you need it.
More soul.
Yeah.
Huh. That's pretty good. And then, since we're playing Kujigiri Kongo, we have to play this guy.
Yeah. I took him down to 3 instead of 4. Because it's just like you can bounce it back to your hand with the grade 2. I mean, and then you ride it. Usually you want that to be your first ride because you get to draw 1, then you draw another and discard 1. So, I mean,
okay,
it's really good. But 3 is good enough because you're already managed soul. So.
And then we play 2 copies of the Little Frog Stride Fighter.
Gotta have Stride Fighter. Stride Fighter.
We play just to draw 1 starter.
Yeah, you don't play the Dominate starter. There's no reason to.
4 perfect guard draws. 4 other regular draws, and the 5th copy of the draw.
That's a soul charge draw.
So 9 draw triggers in total for the deck.
Yeah, I had to go back up to 9. I was going to play 8, but then I was like, no, I kind of like the soul buff.
And then we have 3 copies of crits that go into the soul.
More soul power.
We have 1 counter charge heal and 3 regular heals.
Yep.
Counter charge does come up every blue moon.
Yeah, it does. The turn you want to go into the Drachma, and you don't have an extra counter blast.
Alright, G-Zone, we play 4 copies of make the opponent call 2 from hand and dominate them.
Yep.
This card is severely nuts in what it wants to do for the deck. We play 2 copies of Mugen Lord, just for full dominate swings and to attempt to end the game. This card will end games, actually. Like, we play 1 copy of Dominate the Opponent's Vanguard. That's a nice board you got there, Ezel. It'd be bad if I swung at all 8 of your rear guards.
Yeah, that's really all it's there for. It's just so it gets the Ezel.
1 copy of this crazy guy.
Yeah, it gets around Gerdora. Because the Gerdora, they call him from the G-Zone, and it's your opponent calling. But, I mean, it's not even... It's just there for extra attacks. It can end games, because Vanguards are 13, and they pull out 15s, and, you know, those tiny pokes in this card game are really good now.
1 copy of Wipe the Board Dragon.
So glad I upgraded.
1 copy of Wipe the Opponent's Board Dragon.
He's pretty.
1 copy of Sabreeze.
Yeah, actually, Sabreeze is so relevant. Like, it's ridiculously relevant. It should never have came back, but it's amazing.
1 copy of Rocktomb.
Discarding Brawling.
Super Flip G-Guard. In a token meta, we only play 1 of this.
Yeah, I can't pull grade zeros. It sucks donkey.
And 2 copies of this.
Yeah, we're at a meta, too, where hand is very relevant during the opponent's turn. So you wait till they have 6, you drop that. It's basically a 35k shield. I mean, it's extra power. You need it. If not, you just throw it out there for the 5k. So.
All right, guys. Well, that's a new spin, or the update on Discard Turbo. Please check out friends.tradingcardmint.com down below. And Enter code 40 on checkout and save a little bit of money on your purchase. All right, guys. We're out. Peace.
That's not all, card fighters. Please subscribe for more Cardfight Vanguard content. Please remember to check out code 40 for Yu-Gi-Oh videos. And please check out imcogames.com, my store, along with No Limit Gaming and LGTCG.com for all of your guys' trading card game needs as well. Until next time, guys, remember to hit that subscribe button. Later.